Welcome back, Jimmy G. It's the coach. This is week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, Jimmy Garoppolo and the rest of the 49ers are looking forward to a healthier season in 2019. They get a road test in the opener as they take on new coach Bruce Arians and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll be back at halftime with a look around the early games. But first, we'll get over to Tampa. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Well, we are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. So happy to be with you, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, and we thought it would never get here, but here we are back together. It's opening weekend of the 100th season in the NFL.
So much football to talk about. That's our main focus. But how about how much happened in the offseason? Rules changes. Overtime rules were discussed in a big way. Some superstars changed addresses. There's a whole lot to talk about in the NFL in addition to this game we're getting ready to watch.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Niners heading out behind their 6-year quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy, of course, sat behind Tom Brady for much of his tenure in New England. Won his first 5 starts as a Niner in 2017, then the injury last year. So still some question marks surrounding number 10 out there under center.
Here we go. Like 20!
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry. 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go. Wait, 80! I'm coming for you, son!
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
Let's go now! 90, Wolf!
56! Hey!
Secret!
This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Got it? 54, right there, 54, Mike. Stay with your man.
Off the play fake. Daniels. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, 35 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Like 80! Watch tight end. Tight right. Hey.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Garoppolo gives to Breida, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And the starting crew now for San Francisco.
Obviously a tough test for this offense right out of the gate. Road game in game 1 of the new year. Conventional wisdom says, go slow, take care of the football. I think in this case, attack early and get the home team back on their heels.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. The starting 11 defensively for Tampa Bay.
And Ndamukong Suh provokes a whole lot of conversation. But at the end, everyone agrees, one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there for the Niners. 46 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Breida. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Garoppolo looks to throw. Incomplete. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago. Really, it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, it all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff. People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Peyton Barber, 63 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut, and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Mike, 45.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
On is the rookie 4th-rounder Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Ellington. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Andre Ellington, his first carry. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, that play certainly felt like what I call a tendency breaker. 1st and 10, they dial up a draw play. That's not a normal situation, but give credit to the defense. They weren't fooled at all and really finished off the play.
Ready. 54. Mike 54. I'm coming. Get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now, this series between the 49ers and the Bucs began back in 1977 in Tampa Bay's 2nd year in the NFL. It's been a series that the 49ers have dominated, 17-7 overall, although Tampa has won the last 2 meetings. And he got blown up on that play, back at the 20. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. 4th down, and the Bucs trot out the former 49er Bradley Pinion to punt it, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. But he will not make the first down marker. And that'll be a turnover on downs. Tevin Coleman and the rest of the offense making their way back out. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Set 50, plant. 54, right, 54. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Hit it.
Throwing on first down. Daniels. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
I got him. Ready.
From the gun, Daniels. And he finds Howard complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Come on, set.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the ground, Ellington. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now this throw caught left side, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
On the double. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go. Defense.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. They've been faced with a tough test today here. Crowd's been really good. They're struggling. He's struggling. We'll see if they can pick things up.
And the crowd has had an impact, and they feel good about that because he's not playing very well. Not getting the ball to the right places, not doing the things he normally does. He's got to find a way to turn it around against this hostile group.
Yeah, because on the road, don't you look to your quarterback a lot?
You have to, because you certainly can't look to the crowd to help you. They're there to be against you, so your quarterback has to lead you, and the best way he can do it is to play well.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's third and short. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's caught. It's Coleman. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a first down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the first down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the first down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. A 3-touchdown differential in the end, 35-14, the final. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Kirk Cousins, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. Finally, let's get over to Carson, see what's happening with the Chargers at home at Dignity Health Sports Park. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. The veteran, Phillip Rivers, with a couple of touchdown passes there. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. 25 yards that time.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On second down now, it's Barber. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Break. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Nice, sweetheart. Get it.
This is Ellington. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A rough go there on third down. A loss of 4.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half.
Here we go.
Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The dump off, good for 8 there on first down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here we go. 180.
Check 45 the mark. Tackle.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
To be frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs. Garoppolo now. And his throw is incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Garoppolo just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Daniels rolling to his right. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Back to throw. Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
It's been a long day for you.
Here's Ellington. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Come on, let's go.
2nd and 3. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. From the gun, Daniels being chased out left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Hey, check.
2nd and 6. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, but now it's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Daniels. That is caught at the 7-yard line. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Here's Matt Gay now for the Bucs field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Following the fumble recovery, Daniels. That's into the hands of the tight end, Leggett. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
This quarterback now, 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Daniels. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Buccaneers. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled terrible. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's got this down to the 35. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Allen Bailey, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Got the connection here to Bourne. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and defensively that might just seal a Week 1 victory. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Man, I got you.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And now it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. 23 yards on the play. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Oh, here we go. Oh, the hut!
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kendrick Bourne there to make the grab. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Garoppolo's pass complete to Kendrick Bourne. Touchdown, San Francisco.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Now the extra point try forthcoming. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They've gone to the 4th up in Seattle, and it's the Bengals that wound up winning that one. Andy Dalton, a touchdown pass to help lead the way. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go! 15 line. 15 line. Ready?
Now Ellington. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Here we go. Set. 60 or.
On 3rd down, Daniels. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Well, clear running situation.